If you want something, truly want it, then the question isn't just, do you want it? The real question is, what are you willing to sacrifice for it? Because wanting something, it doesn't mean dreaming about it late at night or wishing for it while scrolling through your phone. Wanting something means being willing to lose sleep for it, to give up comfort for it, to take the hits, to walk through the fire. Wanting something means being willing to suffer for it and still not quit. You see, sometimes the pain we try so hard to avoid is the very thing that sets our purpose on fire. Sometimes you need to feel the sting of defeat so deeply that it rattles you. Because that sting, that sharp reminder you didn't win, might just be the fuel you need to rise again, stronger, hungrier, more determined. Purpose isn't something you find in a job title or a paycheck. It isn't a role you play or a uniform you wear. Purpose crosses every boundary. Purpose is deeper than a career path, it's your soul's direction. It's the reason you're alive at this moment, in this time, breathing this air. You were born for a reason, and that reason isn't hiding, it's waiting for you to stop hiding from it. Now, we've been lied told stories that broke our spirit before we even knew who we were. The first lie is that you're nothing, that you're worthless, that you don't have anything special, that you're not enough. And the second lie, that you could be anything. That's the one they put in posters and movies, but it's not true either. You can't be anything. You weren't meant to be anything. You were meant to be everything you already are. You've been wired uniquely. You've got gifts in you that nobody else has. Your wiring, your DNA, your soul, it's been tuned for something specific. You don't need to chase someone else's dream. You need to own yours. And to do that, you've got to let go of the desire to be more than what you are. Stop chasing every shiny thing. Stop wanting what isn't meant for you. Desire, when it runs wild, becomes a trap. But when you focus, when you give everything to that one true purpose, life begins to flow. If I could give you just one gift, it wouldn't be money or fame. It wouldn't be a shortcut or a fast track. I'd give you this: the decision to live in a beautiful state, no matter what happens, to stay grounded in gratitude, to live from a place of peace, a place of joy, a place of strength. Because live for your life isn't about constant pleasure. It's not about winning all the time. It's about finding beauty in the storm, meaning in the struggle, growth in the pain. You see, suffering always comes when we're obsessed with ourselves. What happened to me, what I didn't get, what I should have done, what someone did to me, that's how we suffer. But freedom comes from letting that go, from pulling the weeds out of our hearts one by one. Greed, fear, jealousy, control. They look like seeds at first, like ambition, but they're weeds. They choke your soul, and if you don't clear them out, they'll take over your garden. We are wired for generosity, not greed. We're wired to give. We're built for love, but everything around us is trying to make us forget that. Everything around us is trying to make us believe that life is about taking, hoarding, controlling, and it's not. So the real journey, it's an inner one. It's not about climbing mountains out there. It's about going deeper inside, finding what's true in you. Not what the world says you should be, but what your soul has been whispering all along. That's why fulfillment isn't just about doing good things. It's about becoming better and then doing good with what you've become. That's where true joy lives. When you grow yourself and then use that growth to lift someone else up. But nobody can do that for you. Not your parents, not your partner, not your friends. Nobody can figure it out for you. Your destiny, it's yours. And no one can steal it, but you can walk away from it. You can ignore it. You can hide from it. But it's always there waiting for you to step up. And if you're thinking, what if I fail? Let me tell you something. If you don't try, you already failed. Life is hard. That's the truth. And it will take everything out of you to do it right. But if you give it your all, if you commit with your whole soul, then you will experience a kind of joy, a kind of meaning that most people never touch. That's why you don't want to live your life half away. You don't want to go to your grave wondering what might have happened if you had given more, if you had risked more, if you had trusted yourself more. You don't want to spend your days living for approval. You don't want to be someone who played it safe, who colored inside the lines, who lived according to someone else's script. You were born to shine and not blend in. And if your path is hard, if your road is longer, if your beginning was unfair, good. Because when you win, it will mean something. Because the glory that comes from walking the hard path is the kind of glory that lasts. It doesn't fade, it's earned. When you choose growth over comfort, when you choose meaning over pleasure, when you choose to love yourself enough to demand more from your life, you change. And that change is irreversible. The light of a new realization shines on you today. And you've got a choice to rise, to act, to commit, to say, no more sleepwalking through my life. So don't just want it enough to sacrifice for it, want it enough to bleed for it, want it enough to become someone else for it, someone better, someone bolder, someone more true. Because when you do, when you align with your purpose and give everything to it, then God only knows what might happen. Miracles, mountains move, doors open, whole worlds remade. The path won't be easy, but it will be worth it. So the question isn't, can I? The question is, will I? Will you? Will you make today the day you stop waiting? Will you stop living small? Will you give everything to the life that's calling your name? You already know the answer. Now live like it. Because at the end of the day, it's not about how much time we have, it's about what we do with the time we're given. It's about the moments we choose to be bold, the times we refuse to stay silent, and the decisions we make to rise instead of retreat. It's about choosing purpose over comfort, growth over stagnation, meaning over momentary pleasure. The truth is, nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's gonna hand you your dream. Nobody's gonna fight for your life the way you have to. This is your story, and how it ends, that's on you. So make a choice today, right now. A choice that says, I will not waste my potential. I will not let fear dictate my future. I will not live in the shadow of who I was when I was too afraid to become who I could be. You are not too broken. You are not too late. You are not too far behind. The version of you that you've been dreaming of, they are waiting for you to show up. They're waiting for you to believe, to commit, to take one more step, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. So breathe deep, stand tall, and start walking, because your future is calling, and it's not gonna wait forever. And if this message moves something in your soul, if it helped you feel seen or reminded you of who you really are, then don't just walk away. Share it, like it, subscribe to this channel. Help us reach more people who need this truth. Be part of the change. Be part of this community, because the world needs more people who've decided to live on purpose. And you just became one of them.